Good morning, students. 7th Standard Social Geography Lesson 2 Landforms. Already in the first lesson, you have learnt about the endogenetic processes, that is the internal process of the earth. In this lesson, you have learnt about the exogenetic processes. Today's video regarding the recapitulation only. So the exogenetic processes, external processes, it is a continuous wearing down and rebuilding of the land surface. Gradation, it is a process of leveling of highlands through erosion and filling up of lowlands through deposition. Landforms, here the landform is being continuously worn away by two processes, weathering and erosion. Weathering is the breaking and falling apart into small pieces of the rocks on the earth's surface. Erosion is the wearing away of the landscape by different agents like water, wind, ice and sea waves. The eroded material is carried away by water, wind, etc. and eventually it was deposited. So this process of erosion and deposition create different landforms on the surface of the earth. The previous video you have seen about the landforms creatures, that is the agents, water, wind, ice and sea waves. So the recap, now we will see about the river landforms. Actually, what is a river? The water flowing from its source to river mouth along a definite course, it is a river. Rivers generally originate from a mountain or hill. Look at this picture. Here the river source, it is a mountain or hill, and waterfalls, tributary, oxbow lake, meander, floodplain, delta, it is a river landforms. So the running water creates, these are the landforms. So finally river water flows into sea or ocean. So that final it joins the place where it joins a lake or sea, that is known as the river mouth. And the running water, the velocity of the running water is high, so the running water first creates a V-shaped valley, that which creates a steep sided valley like the letter V, known as a V-shaped valley. This is a V-shaped valley. And tributary and distributary. Then running water creature is a waterfall. So the hard rock, soft rock eroded by the running water. Soft rock eroded more than hard rock. So the river water, it is overhang collapses. Then plunk pool, that is a plunk pool, it is a develops. Waterfall retreats upstream. Then steep gorge like valleys formed in the rocky area where the river water flows. Waterfall, already you know that the falling of river water over a vertical step in the river bed, it is a waterfall. Example, Kuttalam Falls across the river Chittar in Tamil Nadu. Then we will see about the world waterfalls. The highest waterfall is Angel Falls of Venezuela in South America. Then Niagara Falls. It is located on the border between Canada and USA in North America. And Victoria Falls on the borders of Zambia and Zimbabwe in Africa. Then plunk pool creation, alluvial fan, meanders. Here at the river enters the plain. So river enters the plain area, it creates the meanders. The plain, it twists and turns, forming large bends known as the meanders. Example, meanders along the river Vellar near Setyarthop in Kadalur district, Tamil Nadu. After the meander, due to continuous erosion and deposition along the sides of the meander, the ends of the meander loop comes closer and closer. Look at the picture. This ends cuts closer and closer. Then, in due course of time, the meander loop cuts off from the river and forms a cut-off lake. The lake is called Oxbow Lake. Then floodplain. At times the river overflows its banks. This leads to the flooding of the neighboring area. As the river floods, it deposits layers of fine soil and other material called sediments along its bank. This leads to the formation of a flat, fertile floodplain, that is raised banks. It is called levees. And here the distributaries and deltas. Deltas, the river finally flows into sea or ocean. So the velocity of the river here becomes so slow. Delta, the velocity of the river becomes so slow that it begins to deposit its load. Each distributary forms its own mouth. The collection of sediments from all the mouths form delta. So deltas are the excellent protective lands. They have more minerals which favor cultivation. So here Kaveri Delta, Ganges Delta and Mississippi Delta. Kaveri Delta in Tanjavur, Ganges Delta in North India and Mississippi Delta it is in North America. Then next agents of gradation is a glacier. So glacier, already you know about the glacier, a large body of ice moving slowly down a slope or valley due to gravity is called a glacier. Here the glaciers are grouped into two, mountain or valley glaciers and continental glaciers. Continental glacier, the glacier covering vast areas of a continent with thick ice sheets. Example, Antarctica and Greenland. Mountain or valley glacier is a stream of ice flowing along a valley. Here it is the example, the Himalayas and the Alps. Alps mountain, it is in Europe, Himalayas in India. Then glacier landforms. It is a cirque. The cirque is called in Germany, it is a Kar. Then Kori in Scotland, that is the United Kingdom. Look at this formation of the cirque. So glacial ice, it moves, and head wall, then rank lift. Here found a deep gorges like a place, head wall gap. So glacial ice, the glacial ice melts, so terminal moraines are formed and formation of a cirque. Look at this formation of a cirque. In between the mountain there is a depression. So as the ice melts, they get filled up the cirque with water and becomes beautiful lakes in the mountain called Tarn Lake. Then Aratus also one of the creature of landforms of glacier. So when two adjacent cirques erode towards each other, the previously rounded landscape is transformed into a narrow, rocky, steep-sided ridge called Aratus. Then U-shaped valley, it also formed in the glacial moment. So U-shaped valley is found beneath the glaciers, which is deepened and widened by the lateral and vertical erosion. Next, agents of gradation, wind. So this is a mushroom rock. It is seen in the desert. So in deserts, you can see the rocks in the shape of a mushroom. Commonly, it is a mushroom. It is called a mushroom rock. Here, the winds erode the lower section of the rock more than the upper part. So lower section, it is in the soft rock, eroded very fast. Therefore, the such rocks have narrower base and wider top. An isolated residual hill standing like a pillar with rounded tops are called Inselberg. Okay, this is the Inselbergs. Example, Kalahari Desert of South Africa. Next creature is the sand dunes. When the wind blows, it lifts and transports sand dunes, that is called as the barchans. So when the grains of sands are very fine and light, the wind carry it over very long distances. When such sand is deposited in a larger area, it is called loess. So large deposits of loess are found in China. The next agent is a coast. So a part of the land adjoining or near the sea is called the sea coast. The boundary of a coast where land meets water is called the coastline, land and water. So it meets that area is a coastline. This is a coastal landforms, coastal lagoon and coastal dunes, bay, river, delta, sand split, ocean. Here, these are the cliff, sea arch, beaches, sea stack, sea stump. These are landforms created by the coast. Sea cliffs, sea caves, sea arches and stacks. Okay, this sea arch and stack. Here the sea waves deposit sediments of sand and gravel along the shores forming beaches. Sandbar is an elongated deposition of sand or mud found in the sea, almost parallel to the coast. Beach and sandbar. Then lagoon. Lagoon is a shallow stretch of water partially or completely separated from the sea. So example, Chilka Lake in Odisha, Pulicat Lake in Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, and Vembanad Lake in Kerala are the famous lagoons in India. This is a recap of the landforms lesson. From the text, we have seen everything.